station with the biggest hits. This is Vibes Corner Radio.
Hold on, father, hold on. Hold on. Come again.
Good evening. So I used to be on a radio station in Jamaica, in Port Antonio to be exact. And one of the presenter, he goes by the name King Mitchell. And he would, whenever he starts, he would say, "This is how I take myself in." Let me say good evening to King Mitchell, wherever you are right now. So big up yourself. Of course, that have stuck and stayed with me. And I've heard other people, utilize it as well. So this is how I take myself in. 2 minutes past 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. That's what we're working with. If you happen to be in the Central Time Zone, it's 7:02, 7:03. Let me make that right. Dazzle! Hey, Dazzling. Good evening, Debbie. Debbie said good evening, DP. Thanks for joining me. So I'm taking myself in on the taxi rhythm. I ran a survey earlier this afternoon. I'm gonna check my Facebook. I'm gonna check X. I got a couple voice notes and just text messages, responses to a poll question that I've asked. Should they ban rideshare in Jamaica? Should the government ban rideshare in Jamaica? And if you don't have a clue what I'm talking about, rideshare, I'm talking about the Uber, the Lyft, they have some others, not so popular, but those. So the Minister for Transportation made his sectoral debate contribution. What you saying? Hello, DP from Antigua and Barbuda. Did I? Hold on. Sorry. When Missy fired me off, me get excited. This took me back to my radio days. But let me acknowledge first. Devon was the first person to log on her one of our pages. We're live not only on VCR radio. So if you're listening right now anywhere else, let me just share all the places that we are. We're live, of course, at my home, VCR radio, Vibes Corner Radio. By the way, big up Bling. I'm gonna see me adjust the all vibe place now. I'm say Bling. Marcella said Bling have the biggest. Yeah, I wonder him know that. Careful, Careful. But big up yourself, you. I love the throwback. I love the vibes. Nice. We say straight out of Jamaica. Speaking about straight out of Jamaica, what percentage of Jamaican are you? That is for another topic. DJ Endus is in the building. I've invited somebody else. Let's see if they're gonna join, because we're gonna talk about some or something tonight. So Devon, my brethren, log in. Let me say big up. Thanks for logging in. Diana logged in from Antigua and Barbuda. Antigua and Barbuda is so beautiful. I've been there. I love it. I feel like more and go back. Yeah. Ted, big up yourself, Ted Valentine. Good evening, everyone, family. Yep. So where are we right now? So we're live on VCR radio, like I say, audio wise. We soon set it up so you can see video over this too. I said nothing. Big up Andrew. Big up all of the presenters. Big up all of the family members. Yeah. Yeah, we not say friend, we say family. Yep. Although some family not easy, but that again is for a different topic. Please remember to like and share. And even if you're watching, because I prefer if you guys watch on YouTube than Facebook. But wherever you are watching right now, please like and share the video. And I'm going to drop the YouTube link right now on Facebook. So those of you watching on Facebook won't have no excuse to say, but me don't know how to find it. But if you want to search for the video on YouTube, it is Damien Lifestyle TV. Right? It is Damien Lifestyle TV. That is where you can see in studio, see my guests. And like I say, I know people who they listen on VCR same way because we want the numbers them to still reflect. And I want to pause and big up the people and we know the importance of algorithms. So you actually have more than one devices right now streaming because that's where the thing is. So you know, you have your phone around, you can't listen to all of them, but you don't need to be listening to all of them. So it's plain just like I say. You can be watching the video on X, on Facebook, or on YouTube. And you can also listen because we want the numbers to go up. So the minister, I don't know if Nidos is aware, but the minister decided that he's banning rideshare services in Jamaica effective immediately. That's of yesterday when he made the presentation. There's a big debate going on right now. If that's right, if it's wrong, if it makes sense. I don't know. Nidos, welcome to DP Unfiltered and VCR Radio. How are you doing, sir?
I'm good enough. Thank you for having me.
All right. So you're abreast of what's happening in Jamaica. Couple of the happenings. I don't know. I just discuss all of them. But upon my mind that has been topical. Starting with this one, the banning of rideshare, the Uber, the Lyfts, and all the other rideshare. What's your take on it?
So I just scratched the surface because, to be honest with you, from 2008 when Barack Obama win the election, I kind of just tune out of politics because I just think it's more yabba yabba and people try to get at people instead of trying to build whatever country they are in. So I'm just kind of just stay up on the surface what I need to know and left out the fine details.
Gotcha.
But you see, what I've get to realize especially in Jamaican politics is that politicians come up and jump and put laws on the books without doing the proper groundwork. So I think, and this is my opinion because I don't know 100% sure. I think that's one of the reasons why the mess up happened in the ride sharing thing. Because if they had put in the proper framework to screen proper people, and I want to believe that the ride share group would have to take some responsibility for it also, and not only the government.
Gotcha. Because what we're facing, and like I said, some people may not, be aware of what's happening. I can create an app like right now, VCR radio app. You can access it anywhere in the world. Like government don't have the it's just like AI. No, I hear like their countries trying to put things in place where the law is concerned to govern. You can't. So again, because me, I'm a news guru, me always the on top of the news and stuff. When Uber went to Jamaica, it was a big thing because one of the biggest pushback, as you know, I mean, like life kind of unfair, no? Because Uber is basically what we used to call them robot taxi, no, sir?
Robot taxi, yeah.
Yeah, robot taxi. And I have no papers, no documentation to say that, they are legal to carry passenger and charge. Because there's a difference. If you carry people for free, then you don't need a law for that because you're insured to carry 5, 4 plus yourself. So, but Uber and Lyft and all of them, that's basically they are like robot taxi. People just decide, say, I'm not going to go through the normal stream and do public transportation. But with technology, and I can't just beat Jamaica because this is a worldwide thing, Nidos. How do you, which the minister just the other day, yesterday, do it himself? Listen, there is a ban on it. So how it works now, because I'm like, oh, you have to ban something where AI operate. How it works now is he has he has directed the Flow and Digicel to bar people from accessing the pages or the sites or the lift or the app, whatever it is. But you're saying that the government should have done this long time ago. That's what you're saying?
No, what I'm saying, while the government can direct whatever internet provider to do whatever, the government should have passed legislation to guide these ride sharing, the road, how they can operate in the country. Just like the cell phone company, they get a license and they can only act within this
Right.
boundaries of the license. Because what a lot of people don't know, the first, besides cable and wireless, the first telephone company to get cell phone license in Jamaica was actually Flow, not Flow, Claro. You understand what I say?
Sure about
And
that?
Claro didn't. Yeah, man, Claro got it before Digicel.
Oh
But
no,
Claro never actually.
I thought you said the first company because
No, it was Flow, then
telecommunication.
Claro, Flow,
Oh,
Claro, then Digicel.
gotcha.
So just like how those you have to get licensed
The
to
license, right?
operate whatever you're doing in the country.
Mm-hmm.
So before the license was granted, the government should have passed whatever the word is, the
Legislation.
bite of my tongue right now. Thank you very much.
Legislation. Yes.
To govern all these rideshare companies operate within the confines of their country.
Right. But somebody may argue and say, but the government can't know everything because right now one of them, and I didn't know that there are so many of them in Jamaica. Like it's more than 6. Somebody named them. I told them hear them for the very first time. I can't even remember them right now. But there's one that what the minister is saying, that particular one does not have a representation, a representative, sorry, in Jamaica. You can't, even the police came out and saying that is part of the problem because they have trying to get information from, because of course, to sign up, I don't know if you ever check out any of those apps, but I did Instacart when I just started my schooling for HVAC, and I used to love it. At one point, I'm like, really need to go work for nobody because you can't just drive and go deliver grocery and make over $200 a day. So if you do that 5 days, $1,000, that easy. So you submit your driver's license, and then you submit the vehicle that you're using and stuff like that. You don't have to even show proof of insurance and all of that. So that is part of the problem where the government now is saying one of them or a couple of them, they don't even have a representative. Who do we talk to? You have to send an email and then AI respond to you. How the government regulate that?
So you go, yes, dear man. Whatever you do, you're gonna have find a way around, irrespective of whatever laws you put down. The man will be doing legal, I'm gonna find a way around it.
True.
But at least you have a framework that guides you along the path that you need to tread when something happens. And just like how you want to look at some of these bigger countries, a company they grant the company a license to operate in their country, but the government can stop them from operating at any point in time.
Right, but again, I because like I said, news guru. Uber, I don't know if they're still allowed in England because the taxi man them come out wicked against it. But that back to the point I'm saying, like, how can the government put something in place before it happen? Because that is saying, like, let me go in your field. That is saying, like, you put out a fire before you even start our house.
No, I disagree with you. And the premise that we are in a Jamaica, we are, let's say, when America catch cold, or when America blink, or when America
cough or sneeze, we catch a cold. Yeah,
we catch cold. So and forgive me for saying this publicly on your program, but I have always said everybody in politics in Jamaica are done. So I may have this conversation before, because these people have a diplomatic passport who travels the entire world, see what is happening all over the world, and makes no adjustment to better suit our country.
Gotcha.
You understand what I mean?
I agree with you on that, because what I was getting at is that Uber was operating in England until when the taxi association came out wicked, and that's when the government did something about it. Because again, I'm going back to me or you can just create one app right now. The government are gonna even know about it for block it or put something in place to make people can't access the app in a Jamaica. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I totally get what you're saying, but so there is something that they can do. Let me tell you something that I've learned within the last 3 years. And I learned this from someone who works in a branch in the Jamaica Consular Force. That probably 20 years ago, the Jamaican government could track your cell phone.
20 years ago.
Yeah, a long time ago, when the average Jamaicans don't know that this could happen.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not widespread across all branch of the Jamaica Consular Force. That's what I learned.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what I'm saying is this: the internet, everybody, like, you say you have free speech, you cannot just go on the internet and say something or type something, because you're going to be flagged. And just like what that framework is put into place in other countries, we need to do the same. We is. You understand what I'm saying? And Jamaica has made great strides, but when it comes down to this legal technology, that's something we need to do better. We need to put in the internet protocol that once certain things pop up in a search engine, it is flagged to the relevant authorities so they can act on it.
Gotcha. So like I said, I did send out the question as a poll, and let me check the X page, and so the X page 80%, me nearly not know much while ago. 80% of my respondents on X says yes, we should ban. The question, by the way, is should Jamaica ban rideshare? And like I said, 80% on Twitter is saying yes, 20% is saying no. I have the benefit of sending it out in WhatsApp, so let's hear the views of some people.
Banning the service won't solve the issue. What they should do is do background checks on all of these drivers. That's the first thing they should do before they grant them license or whatever to start that service.
All right, so you heard that responder is saying banning the service won't help nothing. What they need to do is proper background check. Let's go to another. Go ahead.
EP, can I say something before I go to that one?
Go ahead.
I agree with that voice note that was sent, but you have to look on it, you know. A part of Jamaica biggest purse in terms of collecting money, who do they target? Taxi operator. Cheer really take off in Jamaica. A part of the GDP of Jamaica, I go feel, because they now can't attack taxi man as they do.
And as I mentioned, that's part of the problem, because the official PPV operators, those are red plates. So yes, if you don't know, those of you listening who are not from Jamaica, or you have been out of Jamaica so long, you have no idea. There are actually color-coded license plates in Jamaica. So for example, a white plate is for a private owner. So if I had a car in Jamaica, it would be a white plate. You have green plate is for higher, services. So if you want a body carrier, just your washing machine, you just buy. And then you have the red plate. Those are for public passenger. Let me test your memory, Nidus. What color was rental and the letters?
Green, white and green.
Yes, sir. Right. With the RR, right? Nostalgic. Anyway, let's go to another voice note.
I don't believe that ride sharing should
Hold on,
be
she did say good
totally
evening, DP.
Jamaica.
I'm like how it sound. Let me get friend it up.
Good evening, DP. No, I don't believe that ride sharing should be banned totally in Jamaica. What I do believe is that there should be more ways for security for these programs. I don't believe that the ride in drive program is fit for Jamaica. I don't believe so, because they don't have enough ways to sift through the drivers. Until they have such ways, then no, I don't think that should be a service that is provided to Jamaica. I personally have been to Jamaica and I've taken Uber and I felt safe. When I'd ask my the gate man by the area that I was staying about getting a ride, he said, I can get you an in-drive rider, but it's my friend. I didn't feel comfortable. So what I did, I used my Uber app on my phone that I use when I'm home to use it in Jamaica. And I got the driver through Uber, felt safe, done Uber 3 or 4 times while I'm in Jamaica. But I don't think the in-drive service is a service that should be in Jamaica until they're able to find better security measures on how they get their drivers, vet them, driver's license in order to operate such system, driver's history, something, criminal record check, proof of insurance, ownership of vehicle that they're using. Something needs to be done in order to make sure that riders are safe and to make sure that this service can be provided in Jamaica as Uber is. And, people can be safe and know that my family member is going into the rideshare program and I feel safe that they're going to come back later.
What you have to say about that, Nidus?
She's 1,001% right.
Mm.
She's 1,001% right. That's what I was saying. The Jamaican government should have put the framework, lay the foundation for any such apps or any such whatever. It doesn't have to be right here.
One away internet.
Anything with the America, all shook along to Jamaica.
Yes.
Do it.
And let me clarify this because I sent it out and I see some people. You hearing me, Nidus?
Yeah, I hear you loud and clear.
One of us internet going in and out. So let me clarify. I don't know if these people are watching, but this just bring me back to exactly what we just spoke about. Nidus, you know that some people have gotten some response here, and they're responding to giving somebody a ride because I use the term ride sharing. So this person say, no, they shouldn't ban it because sometimes it's urgent and you need to beg somebody a ride. Like, so there are people in Jamaica that don't know what, when we say ride sharing service, we're really talking about. So how do we fix that?
So you're writing about, and this is what I've grown to understand. Irrespective of what information is put out there, people will consume what they want to consume. I can bet you anybody who comment that know everything about every social media platform. You understand what I'm saying? That's why we don't know about the laws of our country, because that not interesting, that not nice.
Right.
That's why we don't know about. So the only way you can fix that is if those persons who are ignorant to the fact, and I'm using ignorant in terms of lack of knowledge.
Yes, not saying that.
Go and get knowledge for themselves. So,
all right, so
that's the only way you can fix that. But what I'm
go ahead.
Go ahead.
There's politics in everything. So I won't call, and this is it. If you know my WhatsApp, you can communicate with me for the show. Just let me know it's for the show. I won't call a name unless they tell me. Devon gave me permission last week. Him say, yes, Bridget, you can call me name anytime. So this person, unless they want to call and be a part of the show, I think they will remain nameless. So the question I'm asking for those of you just joining, let me say good evening and welcome to DP Unfiltered. With me this evening is my Bridget Nidus. Well, I made span some issue out in Jamaica. We're still on the first one, which is ride sharing, and I'm talking about ride sharing app. So again, the persons who have responded and thinking I'm just meaning somebody give somebody a drive. No, that's not what we're talking about. In today's day and age, people don't really give people drive no more. It's like there's a service. Somebody's willing to pay you to pick them up and drop. I used it the other day when I was going away for my birthday. I'm like, I'm not big nobody if I'm going to airport. I live like 10 minutes drive from the airport. So I was thinking of driving and parking, and I'm like, no, my vehicle more secure in my yard. So I just go on my app and call my car, and in 7 minutes, there was somebody. I reached the airport, the same thing. I'm just call for somebody. But I felt. Have you ever used any of the services, Nidus?
I have, and to be honest with you, I have used one, and I was actually scared out of my wits.
Tell us your story.
So I met in an accident, and the ambulance took me to the emergency room. And I was discharged from emergency room late in the night, and I'm like, you know what, I just need to get a ride home. And when we look at the time, I say, yeah, I'm gonna call any of my friends. So I called one of those ride sharing, and this dude was actually running red lights.
Wow.
And I'm like, what are you doing? Oh, I'm trying to get you home fast. I'm like, bro, you just been about the hospital. The rate in which you're going, I'm gonna go back to the
And it's
hospital.
already dead house.
You understand what I'm saying? And so when I reached home, I actually gave them a very poor review. And I actually got an email from the ride sharing company saying that they would not pair me with this driver again. Even though I lighted that this person was running a red light, he was going way above
So
the
they will
speed
still allow
limit.
him on the app, but just not pairing you with them again. So
Exactly.
wow, that's not enough.
So that's what I'm saying. So that's what I told you. The government has a part to play, and the ride sharing apps have a part to play in securing the citizens of the country
Exactly.
that they're operating in.
And the rideshare company that the previous text the voice note I read, that's the one that the minister alluded to, that there's no representative. And I was listening to a radio station just this week, and they were sharing how easy it was to sign up. And there are several stories out there. One is you will see, so for example, a 2018 Camry, that is what is supposed to come and pick you up, but it's a Nissan Tida. And when the driver come, the driver say, yeah, man, I me, you call, or the person that you're supposed to be seeing, like the photos, because with the app that I use, you actually see the car or the type of car, not the necessarily car. But you see a brand of the car, the color, and the driver. There's a photograph that comes up, and if you don't recognize the person. But like I said, I've used them several times, and I've never felt uncomfortable
But
using, not in Jamaica, but
DP, that goes back to you taking your security, your safety at your own
risk.
you understand what I say?
Mm-hmm.
There was a serial killer in America. I don't remember his name. I mean, I don't want to tell a lie. There's a kid coming from college, and he was bumming a ride. And when he put out the finger on the guy, stopped for him, jumping at the guy in the back of the guy car, and the guy a drive. And he said, "Holy crap! Give me a second. I'm plugging this. Hold on.
Let me read this message. So the question I ask is, do you agree with ride sharing apps being banned in Jamaica? Let me make sure I say app. And this person responded and say, I think it's just a move to save face. Therefore, I can't agree with it. And me see politics with a response right there. So I asked why, and the person responded and say, ride sharing benefits the public, and it is no more dangerous than me going to Kingston and taking a taxi from downtown to Alpha Tree. I disagree, but go ahead, Nidos, and then we can carry
Yeah,
on.
so the guy actually said that he was in the guy's car, and everything, it just looked funny. He just never get the vibe. And he never wanted to tell the guy to stop the car.
Some jump out.
So him saying wait until the guy got stolen for going a corner and he jump out.
Mm-hmm.
When they caught the serial killer, his car didn't have nothing to open the door from inside. And he
Wow.
was doing an interview, and they asked him why none of your doors have the lock.
And he
to
said,
open
"Cause
the
somebody jump
car."
out, so that do
And
the
he
same
said
life."
because his first would be victim actually
Feel.
escaped by jumping out of the car. And the
Wow.
guy was listening to the interview.
Oh my, that's chilling.
You understand what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that goes back to, when are you gonna, if you book a ride with a Lexus and when time you come and say Lada, when you say Lada come for you, where you a go?
Mm-hmm.
If you book and see a woman supposed to come pick you up and you see a man pick you up, where you a go?
So now you're saying that this is not just because they have some people like to do this, which I think that's what that response was about. That's strictly political. A while ago, which I'm going to talk some more on it. So everything, and obviously this person is from the opposition side. So let me just put that out there. They're going to blame because the government now seems to be doing something. So they're saying this person is saying that this is just safe face, yada yada, yada, whatever. You're saying now, Nidos, that the individuals need to take some level of responsibility as well.
Of course. Of course. Because, Damien, onto what people believe in, the government can never stop crime from happening in the country.
That is true.
But people say, no, the government. No, it's not the government. Government cannot stop crime.
So I can't tell you exactly how that go about. So because Andrew Holness did it. Andrew Holness did say, if you want to sleep with the windows and door open, or if you want to wake up alive and PMP rinse it out, vote for me because the PMP. And I said this to even Shaka Fame when he was on Styles FM a couple of years ago. I said 2 things I think government and politicians should stop campaigning. But you see, people reach out to the people at their level. You understand? Because may I know this, Nidos? You just said it a while ago. No politician can stop crime. None. So 2 things I always say they shouldn't campaign, and it's crime and the economy. Because again, if there's a rush for US dollar, what you think gonna happen? It gonna go up, supply and demand. That's how the economy work. Like if nobody now buy something, people are gonna end up give it away. No, so
Damien, I was listening to an interview earlier on I think it was one of those guys they were talking about, and I didn't even know that there was some thing about the allegations that the prime minister have one mistress, so he must say
I was about to talk about that too.
Yeah, pregnant and kind of something.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But you need to understand. Well, I think I know you know this. What she says that she has all her accomplishment, and people are talking about all of this, and it is taking a toll on her family, but it's because of the love for the people why she's still doing it. Mm-hmm. And I said that is BS, just like when a pastor come out and said a lot of preach on this. It is BS.
Okay.
The fact is this: your people loves power, and you are in the government, either be the opposition or in the government. You are getting well compensated for it, and the power that goes with it.
Mm-hmm.
You understand what I say? So yes, they need to stop doing it. But let me show you this, Damien.
Hold on, hold that point. We have a caller, so let we jump to the phone line. Caller, good evening. You're live. Welcome to DP Unfiltered.
Good evening, DP.
How are you doing?
This is Wilson calling.
Good evening, Wilson.
We need to make a point clear to you.
Yes, sir.
You always do it.
Okay.
I am not authorized to speak for any political party.
Okay.
If I give a view, it doesn't reflect the view of a political party.
And that is your opinion, No more understand. Yeah, but so if you say something, and I think...
Just hear me out, please.
Oh, me forgot saying like when with that conversation. All right, me just shut up on your talk.
No, man. No, you have a talk after, man. You have a talk. If I give a view, my view is not colored by politics. Also, please remember, there's nowhere in the world, or there's nowhere in intellectualism where there can only be a PMP view and a GLP view. So because I said to you that I do not agree with it, my view is political, and I am from the opposition, that argument weak, because there's nothing in there. I said to you, right here, and I've been to US and I've used Uber. You call somebody, you don't know them, and you go in the car, you go on destination. And I say to you, if I leave Portland and I go downtown and I take a taxi to go to Alpha Tree, I don't know the driver just the same. So my life is equally at risk. That's the point I was making. It has nothing to do with politics. And I'm just showing you, I am just saying to you, to take my view and to conclude that it is political. I take offense to that, because my view not political. I tell you how I feel. You ask for my view. So why you going to take my view now and take it and I present it as a political view? Hello?
Man, as me say, whenever you call, I try to have a dialogue, but you always say, hold on, stop. So
I said,
when you give me permission to talk, I will talk.
Anyway, your guest, if you guess Nidus Richards?
Yes, he is.
Antonio?
Yeah, that's me.
Hello?
That's me. That's me.
Okay. I used to teach Nidus, you know. I know Nidus.
I know. Oh, okay. I know it's not.
Trying
So let
to-
me ask you. Let me
Come
ask
on,
you.
I know Nidus. But anyway, DP,
Let me ask you a question, Mr. Wilson.
if you conclude my view,
Hold on, Wilson. You're hearing Nidus? Because he have a question for you.
Yeah, where's the Nidus?
You said that by taking a taxi from downtown to Alfred Tree, your life is equally at risk. So is the taxi one of those legitimate taxi who have their license to operate?
Yes.
I would rather disagree with you, and this is why I would disagree with you. While you don't know what a man is, you cannot know what a man is thinking. But those licensed taxi operators, if my memory serves me right, they have to go through the process of getting all their documentation right. They're supposed to have a picture in the car with their license and all of that. So it is less likely that someone who went through all that process to be a legitimate taxi operator would do something to harm you opposed to someone who did not go through that. The probability is greater for someone who didn't do all of that.
Nidus, there are several taxis, licensed taxi. I used to own more than one taxi. You see that idea where you say picture in the vehicle? Most taxi are going and no picture not exists. The other thing is, I used to own taxi, I used to own bus. The fact is, Nidus, people are developing the argument to let it appear as if the fact that a person is a legal entity and won't take you away. That's not true.
No, so
true.
You are right, but what I'm saying,
look, hold on. The fact is, not because a person have a transport authority ID doesn't make him not be a criminal.
that is true. But what I'm saying to you, we're talking about probability here.
Yes, so I am saying
the probability,
you do not know the just the same. Just like when you call somebody and write here, you don't know the driver.
The probability.
That was the point that I was making. I was making the point that I was in Florida and I went to Disney with my family. And because the time when it finished, the person that we say, so well, then can't manage the traffic, so we take an Uber. An Indian man turn up. We don't know him.
But what I'm saying to you, Wilson,
carry home. So from my perspective is, if it's the fact that you have documentation for the person, makes you safer. I don't agree with that. And here where I don't agree.
Wilson,
when you take a taxi on the road, there's nobody who knows which taxi you take.
Can I say something?
You just see the photograph. If the man take you away and kill you, who can know say him do it?
Hey, brother.
That can't be a political point.
Bossy.
That's why I call you to share my perspective. I am saying that even if the man is legal, if him decide to take you away and kill you, because there is no facility in Jamaica that when you are going to take one taxi, somebody somewhere else know that you're taking this taxi.
Let me ask you this. Because Nido's trying to ask a question. I get a commentary say, why nobody talk about
DP. Look, can I say something before you say something? Wilson, there's one thing I gotta tell you. Conversations is not one way. And we have limited time on the here. And I understand that you want to make your point, but you have to be able to listen so we can go back and forth, so we can either agree to disagree. What you are saying is not incorrect, but what I'm saying, I'm using the word probability, and it is more probable for someone who has not gone through no form of authorization with the authorities to do something illegal, opposed to someone who has gone through all the steps. The probability is greater on one of them or the other. Nothing is foolproof. So I'm talking about the probability. You said, hold on, brother, hold on there. You said that you have traveled to the United States. Let me show you a simple little thing. Credit. It is what runs first world countries. And it is more probable that someone with a higher credit score is going to pay their bills, so they are going to get a lower interest rate to someone who has not paid their bills because they have a low credit score to get a loan. So it's a probability. One is greater than one.
All right, my time now. I think I longest that me ever not talk on my show. You're still there, Wilson?
Yeah, man, me listen.
All right. So my son started his first job last Saturday. And I was taken aback because I've been coming to summer camp in America since I was 19. Right there in the registration, they did his fingerprint, 16-year-old. Why? To do a background check. What Nidos is saying, and I'm at 100% agreement with Nidos, you're telling me now, if my son, because they are 16-year-old sex offender, correct?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, my son, 1 week of orientation to deal with kids. Next week is teenager camp and then some other. You're telling me that if my son was a sex offender, it wouldn't make a difference him going to work with young people and I take care of them, because if him a thing, what they run background check, yes or no, it don't make no difference. That's what you're saying to us? You're going to say no.
No, DP.
Ah.
I always use some analogy.
Good.
Stick
Good.
to the
So
context.
we're sticking to the point.
Context
When
matter.
Nidos
Hold on
say
now,
is,
DP.
when Nidos say is, when you have an app,
Hold on.
where anybody can go so boom and just submit a driver's license, which me and you agree on this. You can be a sex offender, you can be a rapist, you can be a murderer and get a driver's license. So the bar is so low to get onto this app to carry people. But I would want to bet my last dollar that you will more find a man like that who is a criminal, jump on the app to go carry out him nefarious thing, than to go through the whole rigor it needs to be a PPV driver. Me wrong, I'm right.
DP, in Jamaica, if you ask a policeman or ask anybody who use the road, who are the worst drivers on the road? Who break the road?
We want to make the point there, but you're not going to allow me to make the point. Because there's a difference between... No, hear me I say. The show is soon done. But here what you do, and I wanted to correct you before. We keep on mixing up taxi driver with robot and taxi driver, you know. I'm here, Editor Newman, constantly over and over. The worst drivers on the roads are robot operators, not taxi drivers. So let me ask you, because you put your business out there, how many red plates you had on the road?
Me?
Yes.
I had 3 cars, 2 buses.
And they were all red plates?
Yes.
Your driver...
Never run a dear robot.
Your drivers... Help us. What is the procedure? They have to do police record and all of that to get certified through road licensing or what them mean. I don't know them name. What is the procedure?
The procedure is that they should have a red plate license.
PPV, not red plate license, PPV license.
And there is also a stipulation from the Transport Authority that they should have a Transport Authority badge. However, most drivers don't have that badge.
So let me ask you, it is not a requirement to be certified the Transport Authority to do a background check like a police record?
To get the badge.
So
Can I
my
ask a
answer is
question?
yes.
I want to ask a question.
Go ahead.
My badge, myself, to get the Transport Authority badge, you have to do a police record.
Wilson, as a business owner, who apply taxi transportation business,
used to.
What responsibility do you hold if someone who you gave your bus to, who doesn't have all the requisite documents that they should have, go and commit a crime while operating your business?
What responsibility?
Yes.
No, but I would not give a driver a bus to drive that is
no,
not...
I am asking you, if you do. I'm not saying you did. I'm saying if you are 3 bus on the road. You are 3 bus, one park up and you say, me need to get a bus up on the road. And a man say, brother, you know, say me this time, me that, and a man carrying to you and say, okay. But he does not have all the necessary information. And you put him on the road. And him take your bus or your car, or take one little girl, and do whatever. What responsibility would you, as the owner of that transportation business, hold?
No, when legally in a Jamaica, there's very little that you can actually hold the owner accountable in such a situation. Because usually what they'll do, they'll
So
just try
do
to
you see the
find
problem
the
there?
person who commit the act.
Do you see the problem there? Do you see the problem there?
No, but
Hold on, let me finish. Let me finish.
Listen,
Wilson, let me finish.
I was-
Wilson, let me finish. Wilson, let me finish. When the program started, I don't know if you were listening from the program started. I said the government and the owner of these ride sharing apps need to bear some responsibility in making sure that the government part is to make sure they put down the legislation, whatever the word is, legislation to guide.
Same thing.
Yeah, to guide these ride sharing app, these taxi operators, these transportation companies, and also the owner need to bear some responsibility in getting a qualified persons. Because just like how the owner can be charged, the owner can be charged if the man not having right license,
Hold on,
the
Wilson.
owner can be
Hold on,
charged.
Wilson. Hold on, Wilson. Hold on, Wilson.
America for these apps? I don't know. I'm asking how they operate.
I didn't hear your question because I was talking while you're trying to ask a question.
No, I was just asking if they have legislation in America, like for Uber, in terms of background checks on the persons who actually be a
You have to do a background check.
providing the service.
There is this. It happened on the news recently that they fired a police officer because he was arresting persons for DUI, for wrong DUI, that the persons were not intoxicated, and the guy said because he was arrested for DUI, he was immediately suspended from Uber. But some of these operators in Jamaica have a get 150 ticket, and the owners for these transportation are still send them out there. I put people put their
It's just business about their money. Then all the business about is they're collecting their money. So sorry, Nidus, or 2 seconds. Finish what you're saying because I need to adjust this before we run out of time.
So until the government do what they're supposed to do, and the owners for these transportation to do, we're going to still have this problem.
Thank you, Nidus. So Wilson, so you took it personal, so let me clear my side of it, right? So I've been doing this show, our talk show, since 2006. Every time when I get on, my show is strongly opinionated. Sometimes I barely talk facts. Me just share my opinion. Now, I live in a country where you're free to say anything you want to say. So you respond and I respond with my opinion to say this is a political response. And you take offense to it. I can't tell you don't take offense to it, but I still am entitled to my opinion. When I ask a question, are you in agreement with the government banning rideshare? And you say, no, not at this time. And then your reason is because whether it's on our app or whether it's you just go Kingston, go take a car, there's a lot of difference. You know why? Most of the time when I take robot, I used to go Kingston when my vehicle inundated. And I know me alone are going at the vehicle, as several other people. No, you can be at your house or at UE and you say, boy, I'm going to Devon house, and you call somebody who is a murderer, he's a rapist. I heard that before I came on. I don't know if you were listening to Dan Jackson Miller. Michael Jackson from JFJ is saying no to publishing a sex offensive, to publish the records. She's defending known rapists who are rapists. And you're telling me no, there is no difference with a person who you're just funding one car than one app, which right there and then, because it's on an app, you know what's that going to tell my 16-year-old son? This person is legit. Most females are going to think the fact that I can download an app and see a person coming on. So when you're going to tell me that it don't make no difference, my Damian Orval Phillips opinion is that is a political response. That's how I see it. So if you take offense,
what makes it political?
Because you're saying at this time you cannot agree. This will help us.
No,
hold on. No. Hold on. This will help with. You need to listen to yourself. Who is saving whose face? That was how you prefer your statement. What same face we're talking about? What safe face? Whose for face I get saved?
No, the safe face meaning that this is something that the government should have done from day one.
So Darrell
So
Vaz, the
right
minister
now,
of tourism, I try save him
I'm
face.
explaining to you what safe
No, but
face
the show
means.
soon done, boss. We have all night.
So at this point, to do it, it is after the horse gone through the gate.
So
That's
why?
what safe face
Okay,
means.
good.
What's
So,
wrong with that though?
so good.
What's wrong with that?
Question.
Hold on.
So let me ask you this. Let me
What's
ask
wrong
you
with
this.
that?
If I was supposed to do a surgery a year ago, because a year passed and lapsed, me shouldn't bother do the surgery to save my life.
I'm not saying that.
You say you can't agree with it. On what basis you can't agree with the ban? Explain that. On what basis? Because, and I'm going to repeat my opinion, that was a political response because of the government we are talking about, and to bash the government and bash
The official response from the PNP and the radio yesterday is that they agree with the ban.
No, you may attack to. You may attack to. You may
Michel Phillips said that in his interview.
You may attack to. So, you may attack to. So now tell me about Michael
So
Phillips.
who you call me? But that's a PNP response. So how am I not going to be political?
You're
saying the opposition.
Wilson,
so that in the argument don't make no sense.
Wilson. You make the world know for me sure a while ago say is a teacher in a sorry. So you see what the problem denied us? I said this is a political. Yes, I said this is a political response, and you took it to say I am saying you're representing the opposition.
But you said that in your argument.
No, that in next part of but me don't know which part your preference there Wilson or Damon Phillips is. Come on, let's not go there. We know your preference. We know, me know. So, me listen to you even for a Shaka show when you call.
No, I would not have said that about you. But there are others.
No, me not believe you. Because everybody know me say me now go arrange no time.
DP, you're sure, but I think you guys are taking this where you're not supposed to go.
Have a good night.
Thank you, Wilson.
Wilson, don't worry. Wilson, I have a question for you.
Hold on. I just have a question for you.
Yes,
question I have to ask you. In the event you talk about the must save face, right? I agree with you. But what is wrong with saving face if you're going to save someone else's life?
What is wrong in saving face? If you're going to
what is wrong with government approach? What is wrong with, but let me restate my question. What is wrong with the government approach?
Okay.
What is wrong with the government approach by banning this app if it's of a potential to save another person's life?
No, the wrong, listen, the wrong is the fact that them wait so long until something happens. That is what is wrong. That is the point. That is wrong.
And this is why I think you're wrong with your response by saying
issue. So that is why I said it was a saving face. So I agree.
But in your comment, you said you cannot agree with it because they're saving face.
My response is actually saying that this was something that should have been done from day one.
So just for help. So don't bother ban it now. That's what you're saying.
No, correct the problem. That's it. Take a different approach. Okay. Correct the problem.
Well, some of the time, but Wilson,
you can't operate without ABCD.
Wilson. Again, let's go back to the classroom, which I spent 10 years in. And music me used to teach, and there are times when me have to scrap the syllabus and say, hold on, make we deal with this right now. So what is wrong? Not what is wrong. Let me make a statement. So sometimes you have to put a brakes on everything and then start clear, because I can tell you, Lyft and Uber, them have the representative in a Jamaica and they're legal. They're doing everything that is right. Let me jump to some comment. I want to hear them. DJ Andrew say, a people like Wilson make Jamaica system so loose and reckless. What else here? I think until these incidents happen to you, opinion will not change. Final 3 seconds, Wilson, before we go. I don't know if you want to respond to any of those or not.
Well, DP, you see, like me now, being an educator, I know people have their own opinion, and the opinion is colored most time by experience and influence. However, we must always remember that when we're making judgment, we have to be reasonable. And we must never, ever believe that the fact that we see it this way, it is the only way that it can be viewed.
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay.
Please call again another time. All right, so this is people. I am agitated. I do this. Me know say Wilson I got call if you not watch. That's why I say. But we have trust me. We have some discussion sometime where if you know should I hear them the kind of discussion there is something else. George is saying, Mr. Wilson, no one fixes something until they see that it is broken. And again, me really mean when me did say the part of me say, boy, I want political response that because he's saying no, don't bother fix it now. Don't because you're just saving face, but stop it. Put brakes on it. Me not have a problem. And the next thing is not that we're talking about this is the only mode of transportation. There are other modes. I am saying I have friends. I still have past students who attend. I hear that the university students use these rideshare a lot because it end up to be cheaper than even the regular taxi them. So we have to do something, and I am disappointing in that when the government, the same people who call on the government to act, do something. When the government do something, then same one come and talk against it and say, you know what? Like Wilson just said, it's on record. Oh no, I can't agree with banning it at this time. Why? Nidus, final words.
So my final word has nothing to do with the topic.
By the way, congratulations on your graduation, sir. I mean your daughter graduation.
Yeah, she was. She made me a pro. She made Papa cry.
Oh,
Yeah. But my final word is this, guys. If you are watching either live or on the rebroadcast, please give a big shout out to all the YouTubers that you watch on a regular basis. And my reason for saying this, I have a studio. It's not. I may break it down. And when DP tell me to set up this, I brought everything in my living room and me I try do all kind of something to get it up and running. And it is a pain. It is a pain in the you know what to get it up and running. And I didn't go with the max. I just have one little something here so I go on. And I can tell you this, people, it takes a lot. So you see the YouTuber where you listen to and watch, every time they put out a video, give them a thumbs up so the algorithms pick them up
like
because a whole heap of work them do to get the content.
So watch Blazer just a join the people and show we only have 3 minutes left on the people in radio. Blazer, where have you been, sir?
I've been having some technical difficulties if you notice.
Me not see the video.
So
Yeah. Hold on, go ahead.
Yeah?
Where's the Nidus?
I tell Blazer at the same thing. I tell the people them say when you people I post a video, like it because a whole heap of something got you figure the content.
So last 2 minutes, Blazer. What's so the government is now thinking of banning rideshare immediately. What's your take on that? That's what we have been discussing.
First and foremost, a stupidness that and based upon the technology, I've me go all over the world go use rideshare. Me go all over the world go use rideshare. Uber, which is the most popular, and now it is in Montego Bay and Kingston. Can me use it in a Kingston before? Me even make a video about it. The thing is, you have other rideshare company. Now, we know Jamaicans. We always have a loophole. We always use certain things to our advantage.
And disadvantage.
If them want to govern it more, all them have to do and say is, well, anybody will use the rideshare program, them have to have a PP license. So you know the PP more registered and more things. So if them can find one end of information, then can find one end of information for the next. You abandoning it don't make no sense. Now you gotta put the economy in a strain. Want to them 100 driver the way I use it and I use it properly and I maintain them family out of it. No,
hold on, please. I say that's why I should have there earlier, you know. Remember, say, because there's some conflict there. Uber in America and Lyft, there are people who turn it into an official business. It's basically one added job, added income. That is what it was set out to be. So me not understand why I say because the 100 people, what else them did I do with them car before Uber allowed them to run or Lyft or InShare or whatever?
Oh, you know, say I know Uber make them get the car with them have. The first time me sign up with Uber in America.
Jamaica, nobody can find no money just to go run Uber.
I speak on it.
Hold on. Let me say thanks to
Listen.
VCR Radio for being here. We're gonna go 5 minutes over on the other side. I remember say, yo, Blair music I got blaze a bit from now. But yeah, we're gonna get cut off from VCR in a minute. Yes, go ahead, Blazer.
Now, as me say, well, me can't even think about Jamaica since that me not live there so long. But me know
Right.
for a fact say, if me there Jamaica and me I run Uber, it must be a reason why me I run Uber with my car. It means I want some extra kinds. You understand? No,
I'll say a shift
me
your
not
argument.
say,
Can you just ask- Your
Me not
question
shift
was
the argument.
your question was, oh, you know, son, Uber make
Mhm.
your man get in car. And me I said, no, so you go.
Yeah, but that's
Because
true.
you
Oh,
but,
alright,
yeah,
watch
but
it. Watch your style here.
you're
Watch
gonna
your
get
style
a
here,
car just
DP.
for Uber.
DP, make me talk, no man.
Go ahead.
Just make me talk, no man.
Go ahead.
Because you know the runnings, you have a little woman a foreign, and she had chew on one partner, and she had do a little nurse work, and you chat to her and tell her, say, yo, God, no, nah, go on, and she comes up, boom, and she get her partner, John, tell us if you go buy one Pro Box, and she will
That
set up
means you're
Uber
weak
for you,
because she should
and you
have
just
buy the
want to
Pro
run it.
Box long time. She should have buy the Pro Box long time.
See? Yes, me I talk about, but you have to think how Jamaican think. You're going to kind of Jamaican. You look at
But
time
you're
you
my
go down
point.
and look at country change.
But you're my big point though, Blazer.
Yeah.
What is happening? And I am thinking, because what I hear is that Lyft and Uber is legit. So for the minister to come out with a wholesale ban, it kind of harsh, right? But
Then
a
I
while ago,
tell you now.
a while ago you make it sound like say the 100 driver them dependent on that, and then the world stop because them 100 driver they now go drive again,
No,
which me think
listen,
is kind of unfair.
the word
That's
cannot
a stretch.
So
The
DP,
word cannot
Yes,
DP,
Titus.
what I think Blazer is saying, and Blazer, if I'm wrong, tell me, because at the same thing me I say, the government dropped the ball in setting that they did not set up the laws to govern these things properly. And now that something happened, they're taking a machete effect to it instead of
It's like them I use one hammer for kill a fly.
yeah. Instead of stopping out the ones that were guilty.
That's the
They must
typical
take a machete
Jamaican
to it and stop
government
everything.
from me I grew up till now. Them Lego the bird. And
So
then
let
when something go wrong,
me defend my government, because I'm Jamaican.
No,
Me be
yeah,
no
man,
one say.
defend
Let me
them.
defend my government. So hear me I say
Defend
no.
them.
And neither we can't have a cake and eat it. Because we don't have the
How
laws.
much cake you want to eat?
No, listen, don't ramp with me. When you say have your cake and eat it, it means you cannot do two of them at the same time. It's either you're going to eat your cake or have your cake to look at it. You can't want to look on your cake and eat it. As in, after you eat it, you're not going to have your cake no more. That's what that means. But this is the point. You said several times, you just repeated it, that there are no laws in Jamaica to govern this. So how can you say you're going to fix something without stopping it? Make sense now?
So what I'm saying, all right, let me address that. Let me address that point of it. If Uber and Lyft, as their framework that has been working across the world, that everybody have to submit this document, that document, and ask that and call for it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that has been working. Why cancel Uber and Lyft who have a positive track record? Why not cancel the ones that you said has no representation, nobody that you can turn to? Meanwhile, you now rework the law, rework the books, create the books, so those persons who are on those illegitimate go over to Uber and Lyft until the law set up where any man can create him one thing and follow that guidelines.
Got you. So you say you would feel better with it being done that way than the abrupt something. But again,
Yes.
when we're talking about safety and security, I mean, maybe I become the host, I mean the opposite or whatever. But it's just like if you are the government of Jamaica, again, let's go back to the pandemic that we go through a couple of years. Remember that Andrew did get a beating because people shipfarers couldn't come home. At the time when we're navigating, how do we deal with this virus? And Andrew gets some whipping but Andrew wasn't the only prime minister whenever letting in people have them out of ship.
So, Damon, you can't blame Andrew for that. But let me
make the point for me as Nidus. So at some point, you have to do a complete stop. At some point, Andrew had to close the borders. So there were legitimate people
everybody
who
did
wanted
close
to
the
come
border.
home.
Everybody did close the border.
Right. But the point I'm making is
I was in Jamaica when the pandemic began because I was there for my birthday. And when time Trump said, anybody were out of the country not coming back before the 24th of March, I eat that. Remember me change my ticket and fly come back. I'm in yard.
Right.
You understand?
Blazer and Damien.
We can't blame the government for what him did do. But it could have been done in a better format because even most of the protocols, them just listen to one set of people. It's like them said to themselves, say, Jesus Christ, anything America do, that we are do. Because them know how to deal with
them
this.
Thing. Dr. Fauci.
Yes.
So, anyways, more have me dinner now.
Before you go, let me tell you why the people have to blame them. You remember the car seat law?
Yes.
Without no feasibility study, we don't even go on the internet and type and see if we can find a car seat for that. Then pass a law. And then know them have to go back and retract the law. So it is given a track record that these people do not do any feasibility study before them pass a law. Somebody just think about something and say a law.
It's not feasibility. I'm gonna tell you what it is, bro. Rich people come and say, yo, this not right. And the government say, hey, we have to listen to them people because you don't know all the things set already. And then when they make the law, them say the law is oppressing a next set of people. So then they have to try to correct it to be diplomatic. But in a sense, if you never talk about that law there a while ago, me would remember about it. Because something is a distract we know.
Yep. And you see, I said we're going to discuss several other things and we're not reach now. But let me get this from both of you because I wanted you guys there that last week. It was, what's your take on the Prime Minister having dual citizenship?
That is a no-no.
Okay. And this is for somebody that resides in America.
No representative of any country supposed to be non-dual citizen. You're a citizen for one and you do what you have to do. Now, if you in your heart know say you have to represent two countries, that can't work. That can't work. Because you can't do it in America. You can't go in a parliament. First and foremost, when them give your citizenship in America, them tell you, say, if there is a possibility that there's a war and them draft you, will you be able to defend your country? Remember, if a Jamaica you come from now, you know, you're done with Jamaica, you know. America, you have to go defend, you know.
Yes.
So basically, since you now follow America lead for that one, too. Nobody try to be scapegoat. And I say, oh, well, you're a politician. You must get a visa to come America till you're done the politician work. Then you try to be a dual citizen and go on about on a business and stop take people for idiot. See? So that means that me can leave America and come back to Jamaica then with my little America sense when me have and go in a politics. And try to do something for my constituency or for my parish
one more before Nidos, because I see him question, but one more. So the leader of the opposition, that's the predicament that he found himself in. And he's saying that he needs to go and pray about whether he should give up his British citizenship or what. What's your take on that, Blazer?
The man has said to himself, saying, then what if the politician thing and I work out? Me have a little scapegoat, you know.
Escape route.
Me if you can just legally flew out.
So you're saying this does not show total dedication to Jamaica. That's how
or if you show total dedication when you have 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Remember, you know, we as naturalized citizens of this country called the United States, seeing when we got Jamaica, most of the time we got Jamaica with Jamaican passport, because we have the Jamaican passport too. So
right.
For the people that gave away their Jamaican passport and still can't get it back. But yeah, most of the time when me a travel, certain country where me a go, me not show America passport. A Jamaica passport, me sure.
Gotcha.
Because certain place, you know, America and them no good and man want to travel the world.
True.
You see me I say? So
same question to Nidos. Nidos, your take on the dual citizenship as the Prime Minister?
If my memory serves me right, I think they passed the law, or it's on the book that you cannot hold dual citizenship and sit in the House of Representative.
All right, let me clarify that, because this is where it gets muddy.
That's the same thing that them do with Mr. Portland.
Hold on, man. Hold on.
Mr. Vaz.
Yeah, but hold on, man. The teacher and me can't help. I can't just sit in here and pretend like I don't know. So this is what happened. There's something called the Constitution, and because Jamaica is still a part of the Commonwealth, which we all know what that is. So countries like Canada, New Zealand, South Africa, India, and there are some others. They're a part of the Commonwealth. So there have been provision to allow Commonwealth citizens to be in our parliament. So our forefathers, the founders of our constitution, did I try hold on for them legacy if you say, uno independent, but guess what? Few people them can come running on the parliament anyway. That is what the PMP is putting forward now to say it is okay, it is legal. You know, I said to one of them the other day, and them couldn't answer me, Nidos and Blazer.
Yeah.
So we all know that the age of consent is 16 in Jamaica, correct?
Right.
Me a big 40-year-old man. You know that all right with me go date and go sex off on a 16-year-old daughter just because it's legal?
No time.
They couldn't answer me. So that's what the PMP is saying. Oh, the Constitution speaks for it. You can have dual citizenship and still sit in. I'm like, bullshit.
Hold on. So let me ask that question now. Let me ask that question because I'm not the politics story, but are you basing your argument based on the law, or are you basing your argument based on feelings?
Which part?
Because if it's the law that if they hold England citizenship, they can do it, but if they hold American citizenship, they cannot do it. I mean, there's no problem with it. It look good, and it look like say, yo, you can mess up this country and then go jump ship, go over yasso.
Right.
But if it's the law, we are only talking based on feelings.
Yeah, but law change every day. Remember, so one time same sex was
change
illegal.
The law. So change the law.
Well, as
if the law is not changed, you cannot ridicule the man for mentioning.
Me, I ridicule him. Blazer ridicule him too. Right, yeah. Blazer?
Me, I ridicule him. You can't play both Rasta.
Blazer.
Blazer. You can't play both.
Switch the table. Me now give up my one.
So stay in America and don't want to.
No, not America, because in America you cannot do it. When we say if I was a British citizen,
why you wouldn't? No, let's make go this. Can I say more go? But Nidos, if you were the leader of the opposition, you're saying you're not. May I ask you why? That's a question. May I ask you why would you not be British?
If the ship rock, me jump.
That says a lot. Can we end on that note?
Right, serious.
Well, you're being honest, and thanks for your honesty.
Yeah, but I guess, let me tell you something. You see, as a politician, you have to give up certain kind of things because now you're representing the people. That would have come like you tell me, say, you see and both should have take the millions of dollars when time you win the first set of race them and just jump ship and go America and take a Nike sponsor deal and done it Puma where they with him from Wappy Kill fill up. And him just yes, do him do. And then when he feel like he come back a Jamaica and put on Jamaica shirt, he put on Jamaica shirt. And then when he feel like he put on America shirt, he put on America shirt.
Or if you want to wear one split shirt, you wear one split shirt.
You're not wrong, you know, guys. I'm not saying y'all are wrong. I'm saying the boss are look for self-preservation because me no see una PM go.
Oh, what is he? Me see my big old man.
I say, yo, what?
Me tell him go give one young youth we a check. He better him go call the Rasta brother. And tell him say come go and do a thing. You know what I mean?
But look at this. Since we're there, Matthew Samuda, he was born. So Mark Golan wasn't born in Britain, you know. He was born in Jamaica, as to them. Matthew Samuda was born in London. And him start renounce, which him don't have to, because the law say he can. And him a renounce it, and me I said the leader of the opposition, this need to be a debate. Whether you should give it. Nidos, you're right. I said it the other day. Keep it, Mark Golden. Don't give it up, yeah? I agree with you.
But hold on it. DP.
Yes, sir.
Donald Trump said something and people ridicule him for it. Donald Trump said, if he go out there and murder somebody, he can get away with it.
Yeah.
Because
President can
for it, and you're gonna have people against it. I'm gonna tell you that's why I kind of really do the politics thing, because nobody's taking the country serious. Everybody start thinking about that.
Donald Trump said that before him win. Remember, Donald Trump made that statement before him win the presidency.
Yes.
People are thinking about party and not the country.
Statement. The man said him can't run for the Republic because of the stupidest party in the world.
Yes, peace, man.
And then gullible. And him can murder a man in a Times Square and still win.
Yep.
Still win the presidency. See? And the man have a reason why him said that then watch a 34 counting getting up and him still in the race.
Yep.
And
because of the law.
You want to hear something? I feel like if me would have did vote for anybody.
Peace. Don't say it.
Trump would have voted for.
Don't say it, Blazer.
No, you know why me I say it?
We can't vote for Biden.
People just need to know. Oh, you see, if you make people know how you think it, you cannot be judged. You see, if you're a pretender, people are going to judge you. You understand? If you're not like red, don't make me see you in a red.
Gotcha.
And if you're in a red, you have to give me one big excuse to why you're in a red and you hate red so much.
Blazer, me agree.
I know what the generally mean, but
right now, me can't vote for the Blue Party. Me I tell you the truth. You can't vote for them.
All right. So I wasn't prepared for that part of it. Gentlemen, enjoy the rest of the evening and please accept my invite the next time. All right?
Yeah. And,
all right, brother.
And give me a heads up, like 5 hour heads up, because you know all the things.
Yes, I remember me do that last week and you said that work.
Yeah, of course. It's graduation time. Come on now, DJs is busy.
All right, boss. Thank you for the moment. I enjoyed it, and let's do this again.
All right, brother.
All right.
Let me say thanks to those of you, the viewers. Me say the number rock up at 123 tonight. This is like history, like and we're going past the time. Let me say thanks to VC already, thanks to Andrew and the whole crew. Like I had like 5 different things I wanted to talk about, and only one we talk about the right share. My belief is I can't blame the government. I can't fault the government. Sometimes you just need to chop off your nose to spite your face, kind of thing, and nip it in the bud, get it right. And I stayed on the surface because of more than one reasons. But somebody pointed out to me as a reminder that there is a US student that has been missing for months. He was driving for the same company that has been making the news now, and no trace. When the police try to contact these people who are in charge of the app, no corporation, no nothing. So sometimes you need to just chop off the leg, then take time, grow it back or stitch it back if it need to. Nobody now got dead for hungry. This is Jamaica. We're very resilient. Nobody way that do the right share, not now got dead for hungry until them sort out what they sort out. I do think though Uber and Lyft they're in a better position because they have been complying with what they need to. But again, something I can't talk this long enough. Boy, I don't know. Because evil is just all over the place. I was just about to say females try have one little close friend. You know, maybe I want man will look you. But then the man gonna get jealous and me don't know what to say. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, me don't know. Try go JUT. Me don't know what to say, man. Luckily, I'm from Portland where everybody know everybody. So, you know, I think it's easier. We don't hear these kind of reports of people getting taken away, abducted and all of these things, kidnapped. But you know, for those, but just be mindful, be careful, you know, utilize your phone. If you're in a vehicle and you don't feel comfortable, first and foremost, I remember going on a date and a girl did this. She walked at the back of my car and then come in. I'm like, it's long after she tell me, she's like, you notice that I walk behind your car? I'm gonna say, yes. She say, I actually send your license plate number to my sister. So she know that the last person I'm with is you. Like, do it every day. All those pictures that you have in your phone with the filters and whatever, be safe. And even if you can't protect your life 100%, at least it would be easier for us to do some kind of trace. Send it out, have some group and just drop it in there. A picture of the driver, you know, comfortable, you feel uncomfortable. Go off of your instinct, you know what I say? And we can just only say, you know, cheer up to those who have lost a loved one and those who are grieving. And yeah. That's how I'm going to leave that. So until next week, I'll come to you with another topic. I wanted to talk about Rhoda Moy Crawford, who had took on her naysayers and her propagandists today on Nationwide. I've been hearing that several people send it to me, say Rhoda Moy and the Prime Minister involved sexually, romantically, and blah blah. I'm like, I don't really believe that. You know, kind of thing. She admitted, she said, listen, there is like this cool vibe between she and Mrs. Holness and there are other parliamentarians. Something that she said that stood out to me today. I mean, like, politics is such a nasty something. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I love it, but I hate it. You know, one of them oxymoron. Yeah, I love politics, but me hate it. I hate the nasty side of politics. When she had some fibroids issue the other day, which is a common thing now, and she had a little bulge. And somebody from the PMP saw in Parliament, and she said she don't know if it was a joke or not. But them just say, oh, it look like Rhoda so. And then rumors start. She's pregnant for the thing. And then when them nasty the belly because she's taking treatment now, them switch it now and saying that, you know, a dash with the belly for the prime minister. And there are people careful want to hear and want to believe. That is what I'm going to say. Like, careful what you hear and what you believe. I remember shutting down some without even doing some research when several people sent it to me and say, oh, Christopher Tufton, you see me not even talk about that, the accident. Christopher Tufton owned funeral home. And now the government now get all of the body, them and them lick out food out. Yeah, some people, they're so gullible. Like, anything them hear, as long as it's kind of tainting the other side that they're not a part of, them ready for run with it and ready for share it. Careful won't to share. Because to me, it just looks stupid when they share something that is not factual. For example, Charles Jr., Colonel Charles Jr. Dayton Campbell have it on his Twitter the other day saying, oh, he's still an American citizen, whatever. Hello? The man relinquished that long time. And then PMP have this thing of shifting the ball, and I guess because it's a PMP country, I have to admit it, Jamaica is a PMP country. Them have that natural thing for just shift the narrative and talk about what they want to talk about. So nobody now is talking about Mark Golden, who can't decide which country. No, not him can't decide to give up in British thing to become the Prime Minister of Jamaica. I'm gonna pray. He's still praying and thing, but them are fine. Everybody else. No, today. So yesterday was Colonel Charles Judah. Today is Miss Charles. She not give up yet, and then them even say Kamina, which our father born not Kingston, whatever. Even so, just be careful where you share. If it's for entertainment purposes, because I do that. I see some things and I just share it just for entertain my friends and my people. I think like, you know, I think them would have a laugh from this. But anyways, that is that for this week. As I said, we not to talk about the minister and his accident. A lot of things we never get to talk about. But so it go. We'll do this again another time. Again, please, guys, like and share. And if you're watching on X or on Facebook, I'm still pushing Damien Lifestyle TV YouTube channel. Please go and subscribe. And please click the link. Click the like something. It helps. So as much as you feel like, just click like and that helped me a far away. Still trying to reach at 1,000. Again, I always say if you can be good, please be careful. Gia! Thanks for joining me this evening, cuz.
The station with the biggest hits. This is Vibes Corner Radio.